Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I extend to you the eternal and the universal salutation of peace. May the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be upon you. A most pleasant good morning going out to you on this beautiful Friday morning. It is, of course, the end of the week. We're heading very quickly towards the weekend. How has your week been thus far? What plans have you got for the upcoming weekend? Of course, you can let me know via the WhatsApp number 2994103. As always, I do pray and hope that you are healthy, well, safe and sound, enjoying a period of happiness, prosperity, well-being. I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Safraz Ghani, here in your company on this auspicious holy day of Jum'ah. And of course, I want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special thank you going out to Pandit Shivan Hari Prasad for all those wonderful and beautiful words of inspiration and motivation. And as we always do, we wish him a safe and a speedy trip back home. All praises are due to Almighty Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the magnificent, the merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. Oh Allah, it is you do we worship, and from you only do we ask for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed your favor, not the path of those who have evoked your anger, nor the path of those who have gone astray. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Today's Islamic date is the 8th day in the month of Safar. The month of Safar, of course, is the second month on the Islamic calendar. We are currently in the year 1445. The days, the weeks, the months are beginning to go by very, very quickly in this new year, 1445. We pray that Almighty Allah continues to guide us, Allah continues to protect us, and may He continue to bless us with all that is good in this life as well as in the life of the hereafter. Today also coincides with the fourth and of course the last Friday in the month of August for the year 2023. And now as we're getting ready to commence the holy day of Jum'ah here in Trinidad and Tobago, I want to now take the opportunity to welcome you live on air, on the internet, and of course live on Facebook as well for this weekly program titled Soul Inspirations. Your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment. By all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. I'm yours truly, Imam Safraz Ghani.
الصبح بدا من طلعته والليل دجى من وصرته ہے نور ساحل چہرے سے تیرے اور شب کی رونق زلفوں سے اللہ 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 كنز الكرم مولى النعم هدي الأمم بشريعته نعمت کا خزینہ ہے مولا گنجینہ ہے رحمت ہے آقا ہادی ہے تمامی امت کے رہنما ہے شریعت کے اللہ 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 سأت الشجر نتقى الحجر شق القمر بإشارته उंगली के इशारे पैर चले हिजाज से पत्थर बोल उठे और चांद हुआ है दो टुकड़े अंगुष्ठ के इशारे से अल्लाहु 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 जिब्रील अता लैलत अस्रा والرب دعا في حضرته जिब्रील आमी पैगाम खुदा लेकर आए थे शबे असरा अल्लाहु 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 فوسيلتنا هو سيدنا والعز لنا بجابته الله 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 لا إله إلا الله.
You're tuned into Soul Inspirations on 103.1 FM with yours truly, Iman Safras Ghani. And I must say, as always, it's an absolute honor and a personal pleasure to be in your company for around about the next hour or so. I want to take the opportunity to say a very special salam and greetings of peace going out to Meena Prasad Singh from out there in Freeport. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. Melissa Ali C. Prasad, again, thank you so much for your message. Assalamu alaikum, Juma Mubarak going out to you and your family. Ria from out there in Roshad Road in Pinal, pleasant good morning going out to you as well. Chandra Sherry Lal from out there in Suswilands, thank you so much for your message. It's always an honor to have you on the program with us this morning. Kate Sukdale from out there in Vesini, Kalauti Hussein, Lisa from out there in Komoto, Toy from out there in Pinal, Auntie Elsie Lekan from out there in Garth Road. Thank you so much for your messages. Thank you so much for joining us on the program this morning. It's always a pleasure to have you along for the journey. I also want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Adams Project Management and Construction Limited, located at number 66 Omera Industrial Estate out there in Arima. Contact number 645-8326, 663-9144. Island Chicken Meats and Poultry Processors, located at number 47 Caroni Savannah Road out there in Charleville. Contact numbers 471-3850, 382-5418. Nicer Brand Products Limited at number 23 Brocard Road out there in Canupia, and of course you can contact them via 665-3078, 665-3079, and F&A Hardware and Shopping Center, located at number 280 Roshad Douglas Road out there in Barrowpore. Contact number 277-8000. And of course, just as a reminder, you can be sure to message me on the program this morning via the WhatsApp number 2994-103. Alternatively, you can drop me a message via the WhatsApp, the Facebook feed live as well. On the program this morning, as always, we've got a very absorbing segment lined up for you. As we always do, we start off with a short inspirational segment, followed by the early morning call to prayer. As we go through the course of the program, I'll be sharing with you a few beautiful Islamic selections. Coming up a bit later on our lecture segment, I'll be talking about the importance of staying away from that which does not concern you. That's a very important topic, very important discussion point, and that, of course, is coming up more towards the end of the program as we launch into our lecture segment. So by all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. This is Soul Inspirations. Lots to look forward to on the program. I'm yours truly, Imam Safraz Ghani.
يا من صليت بكل الأنبياء، يا من في قلبك رحمة للناس، يا من ألفت قلوبا بالإسلام، يا حبيبي يا شافعي يا رسول الله، بأمي وأبي فديتك سيدي، صلاة وسلام عليك يا نبي. حبيبي يا محمد أتيت بالسلام والهدى محمد، حبيبي يا محمد يا رحمة للعالمين يا محمد، يا من حليت حياتنا بالإيمان، يا من بجمالك علمت الإحسان، يا من نورت قلوبنا بالقرآن، يا حبيبي يا شافعي يا رسول الله، بأمي وأبي فديتك سيدي، صلاة وسلام عليك يا نبي. حبيبي يا محمد أتيت بالسلام والهدى محمد، حبيبي يا محمد يا رحمة للعالمين يا محمد. صلى الله على خاتم الأنبياء محمد، محمد رحمة للعالمين، رحمة للعالمين، محمد، محمد رحمة للعالمين، رحمة للعالمين، محمد، محمد رحمة للعالمين، رحمة للعالمين. حبيبي يا محمد أتيت بالسلام والهدى محمد، حبيبي يا محمد يا رحمة للعالمين يا محمد، حبيبي يا محمد أتيت بالسلام والهدى محمد، حبيبي يا محمد يا رحمة للعالمين يا محمد.
Allah's blessings and mercies on this beautiful Friday morning. It is, of course, the day of Jum'ah. It is, of course, the end of the week. We look forward to the weekend. We pray that Almighty Allah continues to guide us and protect us. And today, this morning, as we look forward to another day, as we look forward to another week, as we accept and we welcome the gift of a brand new day, it's very, very important to understand that life is all about ups and downs. Sometimes you fall, sometimes you rise, sometimes you make mistakes. You live and you learn. You are human, and you are not by any stretch of the imagination perfect. You have been hurt. You've had to struggle. You've gone through pains. But at the end of the day, you are alive, and that is what you should be thankful for. Think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive. to breathe, to think, to enjoy, and above all, to chase the things that you hold dearly to your heart. Sometimes there is sadness in our journey. Sometimes there is turbulence, there is pain, there is struggle, but there is also lots of beauty. And regardless of the situation, you must keep putting one foot in front of the other. Even when you hurt, even when you are in pain, even when you are struggling. Because the true fact of the matter is, you never really know what is waiting for you just around the other corner. So keep struggling, keep pushing on. Life is not a bed of roses, but it is also not a bed of thorns either. Life really is what you make it out to be. Regardless of what, regardless of your situation, life goes on, whether we like it or not. What really matters is what you make out of your life. So I say to you this morning, may Allah bless you this upcoming day. May He remove all challenges, all obstacles from your path. May He open the doors of mercy upon you. May He guide your footsteps to all that is good. And may He continue to bless you with prosperity, happiness, the strength and the courage to face all the challenges that will come your way throughout the course of this new day. On that note, I want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Nicer Brand Products Limited of number 23 Brocard Road out there in Canupia. Contact number 665-3078, 665-3079. F&A Hardware and Shopping Center located at number 280 Rashad Douglas Road out there in Barrowpole. Contact number 2778000. Island Chicken Meats and Poultry Processors located at number 47 Caroni Savannah Road out there in Charleville. Contact numbers 471-3850, 382-5418, and the Original Barbecue Hut Limited, located at number 85 to 89 Sipera Road, Victoria Village out there in San Fernando. Contact number 657-9429. With that being said, our inspirational segment is up next. By all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. This is Soul Inspirations, and I'm yours truly, Imam Safras Ghani.
Yes, ma'am.
So this morning, I want to share with you this story. This is a story of a famous scientist who had made several important discoveries in the medical field. So he was being interviewed one day by a newspaper reporter, who asked him what has set him apart, so far apart from the other scientists. He answered that according to him, it all came from an experience he had with his mother that occurred when he was about 4 years old. So what was the incident? He had been trying to remove a bottle of milk from the refrigerator. When he lost grip on the bottle, of course it fell, spilling the contents of the bottle all over the kitchen floor, creating a huge puddle, a huge pool of milk. Eventually, when his mother came into the kitchen, instead of being angry, instead of yelling at him, instead of giving him a lecture or punishing him, she said, "Wow, how nice. I don't think I've ever seen such a huge puddle of milk before. How would you like to get down and play in the milk for a few minutes before we can clean it up?" The little boy was, of course, thrown off his game. He was a bit confused initially, but he was very excited by the idea and he agreed. After a few minutes, his mother said most lovingly that, "Son, whenever you make a mess like this, eventually you have to clean it up You have to restore everything to its proper order. So how would you like to do that? We can use a mop, we can use a towel, we can use a sponge. Which do you prefer? So he chose a sponge, and together they cleaned up all the milk off of the floor. The mother then said to him, but you know what? I think what we have here is a failed experiment on how to effectively carry a big bottle of milk with two tiny hands. Let's go out to the back. Let's fill a similar bottle of water, a similar bottle with water, and see if you can discover a way to carry the bottle without dropping it. After a few tries, the little boy learned that if he grasped the bottle at the top with both hands, he can carry it safely without dropping it. At that point, the world-renowned scientist remarked that it was at that moment that he realized two very important lessons for life. Number one, he realized that he did not need to be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes is a part and parcel of life. And number two, that he learned that mistakes were just opportunities to learn something new. Even if what you are doing doesn't work out, you usually learn something valuable from doing it. The basic principle, as you go through the journey of your life, make mistakes, but most importantly, learn from them and be sure never to repeat a mistake ever again. Making mistakes are all part and parcel of life. No one is perfect. We all make mistakes at some point from time to time. Making a mistake is not what defines you, and that is what you should remember most importantly. Making a mistake is not what defines you. How you respond and how you pick yourself up after making that mistake is what defines you as a person. So whenever you make a mistake, this morning I want you to remember 3 steps, 3 points. Number 1, try your best to understand and acknowledge your mistake. Analyze your mistake. Know where you went wrong, and understand what you need to do to never make that mistake again. Point number 2, accept your past mistakes. Sometimes in life, mistakes can be devastating. But in life, there is no delete button for past actions or for past mistakes. And while it may be very difficult to try to find some element of good that has come from a mistake or a situation, there is a saying that there are no mistakes in life. There are only happy accidents. A mistake is an opportunity for you to learn. You have no choice but to accept what has happened and to think of the current options that you do have in front of you. So don't feel bad about making mistakes. Don't allow your mistakes to eat you up to the point that you cannot progress with your life in a positive way. And finally, step number 3, be sure to learn from your mistakes. After you analyze your mistake, after you accept your mistake, look for a lesson that you can learn, that you can take forward with you towards building a more positive life. Make changes in your behavior to avoid similar faulty situations. Do not lose the lesson from the supposed loss in front of you. Consider what you could do differently today and start moving towards that direction. Stop beating yourself up emotionally because of yesterday's decision. Instead, assess what choices you do have today. And remember, in life, it is never too late for new opportunities. It is never too late to learn something new. So as you go through the journey of life, be sure to grow past the pain of mistakes. Grow past the shame. Try to maintain a positive outlook. Be proactive. Be involved in things that will bring you happiness and not guilt for today and for the future. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he mentioned in one of the traditions that a wise person is he who does not fall in the same hole twice. So if you have fallen into a hole, if you have been bitten by one avenue, you should be smart enough to understand and to know that I will never allow myself to fall into that hole a second time. Like the saying goes, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. If you are successful, that you were able to fool me initially, shame on you for taking advantage of me. Shame on you for utilizing me, for using me and taking advantage of me. But if on the other hand, you were still successful on fooling me yet again, well then shame on me. Shame on me for falling prey to the same trick twice. Shame on me for not being wise enough, for not being intelligent enough to be able to maneuver myself around the same trick. So my message to you this morning is very simple. Don't fall into the same hole twice. If you made a mistake, pick yourself up, dust yourself off. If you have to forgive yourself, keep a positive outlook and keep moving forward. Because again, you never know what opportunities may lie for you around the very, very next corner. But on that note, I want to end with this proverb. He who refuses correction is by all means his worst enemy. Don't become your worst enemy. Mistakes is all a part of personal of life. Making a mistake is part of being human. Learn from this mistake. Learn from that mistake and use that as a springboard towards greater good in your life.
Yes, ma'am.
At this point in the program, we now go to the early morning call to prayer. The early morning call to prayer is being brought to you this morning through the kind courtesies of Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Canupia.
أشهد أن لا أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على حي على الصلاة
A very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Canupia, the Price Club Supermarket located at Ramsaran Street in Chagonas, contact number 671-7777, and Point Fortune Hardware Limited Wholesale Division located at Frederick Settlement in Caroni, contact number 662-1233, 678-0857. Our lecture segment is coming up very, very shortly. By all means, stay with us here on 103.1 FM. This is Soul Inspirations, and I'm yours truly, Imam Safar Ghani.
يا من هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر الخالق البارئ المصور الرحمن القهار الوهاب الرزاق الفتاح العليم القابض الباسط الخافض الرافع المعز المذل السميع البصير الحكم اللطيف الخبير الحليم العظيم الغفور الشكور العلي الكبير الحفيظ المقيم الحسيب الجليل الكريم الرقيب المجيب الواسع الحكيم الودود المجيد الباعث الشريف الحق المتين القوي المتين الولي العظيم المحسن المبدي المعين المحيي المميت الحي القيوم الماجد الماجد القاهر القادر المقتدر المقدم المؤخر الأول الظاهر الباطن المتعال الباطن التواب المنتقم الغفور الرؤوف مالك الملك ذو الجلال والإكرام المكسر الجامع الغني المغني المانع الظاهر الكافي النور الهادي البديع الباكي الوارث الرشيد الصبور
लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी हो मेरे दम से यूं ही मेरे वतन की जीनत हो मेरे दम से यूं ही मेरे वतन की जीनत जिस तरह फूल से होती है चमन की जीनत जिस तरह फूल फूल से होती है चमन की जीनत, जिंदगी हो मेरी परवान की सूरत या रब, जिंदगी हो मेरी परवान की सूरत या रब, इल्म की शम्मा से हो मुझको मोहब्बत या रब, इल्म की शम्मा से हो मुझको मोहब्बत या रब, हो मेरा काम गरीबों की हिमायत करना, दर्दमंदों से ज़ईफ़ों से मोहब्बत करना, मेरे मेरे अल्लाह बुराई से बचाना मुझको, नेक जो राह हो उस राह पे चलाना मुझको, नेक जो राह हो उस राह पे चलाना मुझको, मेरे अल्लाह बुराई से बचाना मुझको, नेक जो राह हो उस राह पे चलाना मुझको, लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी, जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी, लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी, जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी।
Everything I have, everything I own, everything I eat is thanks to you. Every breath I take, I hear, every smile I see is thanks to you. Alhamdulillah, 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 all thanks is to Allah. Alhamdulillah, 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 all thanks is to Allah. Every drop of rain is a mercy from above, feeding all the earth is thanks to you. Every ray of sun, the light of the moon, the wind when it blows, is thanks to you. Alhamdulillah, 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 all thanks is to Allah. Alhamdulillah, 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 all thanks is to Allah. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. All praises are for you. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. All praises are for you. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. Alhamdulillah, 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 all thanks is to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks to Allah.
Welcome back. I'm yours truly, Imam Safraz Ghani, host of this weekly program titled Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment on this beautiful Friday morning. It is, of course, the day of Jum'ah. We pray that Almighty Allah continues to bless us on this very, very special, a very holy day during the course of the week. I want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special salam and greetings of peace going out to Sister Rashida from out there in Komoto. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. May Allah continue to bless you and your family. May Allah bless you with good health and strength. I also want to take the opportunity as well to say send out a very special birthday greetings going out to Fazia Hussein and Naushad Hussein from out there in Piparo village. This, of course, is coming to you from Sister Jacina Qadr Baksh from out there in Holland. May Allah bless you with many, many more wonderful years ahead. At this point in the program, we now get into our lecture segment. And like I mentioned before this morning, I'll be talking about the importance of basically minding your own business and staying away from those things that do not really concern you. So on that note, I want to start off with sharing with you the story of the sacrificial lamb. It is a story that we might have heard before, but it is indeed filled with many beautiful advices for us as we go through the course of our lives. So there was once a horse and a lamb who were best of friends. They lived on a farm. One day the horse became very, very ill to the point that he could not even stand. Immediately the farmer began to panic, as the horse was his most prized possession. He raised many animals on the farm, but his pride and joy was his horse. So straight away, without hesitation, he called the vet to come over and to have a look at his sick horse. The vet came over, took a look at the horse, and after a long examination, he said to the farmer, "But I don't like the way it looks. And to be honest, I think it is quite serious, but we do still have some hope. Give these pills to the horse for a few days, and let's see if he will get better. But I'm afraid that if these do not work, we will need to put the horse down." The lamb overheard the conversation between the farmer and the vet, and since the horse was his best friend, he ran at top speed and told the horse that you need to stand up immediately. It is not good. Please stand up. But the horse did not move a bit and did not pay attention to the lamb. On the second day, the vet came around again to examine the horse, but the same situation prevailed. The vet said to the farmer, "All is still the same. And I will say that we should wait one more day, and let's hope tomorrow is going to be a better day. But if tomorrow the horse does not get better, then we will have no choice but to put him down." Again, the lamb overheard the conversation, and again he ran at top speed. "You need to stand up, because I'm afraid if you don't stand up, something really bad is going to happen tomorrow." Again, the horse threw caution to the wind, did not move a bit, and did not pay attention to the lamb. On the third day, the vet came around for the final examination. And since he did not notice any change, any improvement of the horse's situation, he told the farmer that at this point, "I don't see any room for improvement. Unfortunately, we will have to put the horse down today." On hearing this, the lamb ran as fast as it never did before and shouted to the horse, "My dear friend, please stand up. This is your last chance. If you don't stand up, you are going to die today." Hearing this, the horse jumped up right away and started running around the farm, even jumping over a few obstacles as well. The farmer got so excited seeing his horse running around again. At the end of the day, the horse was his pride and joy. And because he was so happy and overjoyed, he said to the vet, "My dear friend, thank you so much for your help. You are a great vet. You are a great friend. There is no question about it. we definitely need to celebrate this joyous occasion. How shall we celebrate? So he thought for a while, and then he said, you know what? I think I have the best idea. I will slaughter the lamb and I will prepare a huge feast. And thereafter, we will invite the entire village and we will celebrate the feast, and we will all have a feast on the lamb. The moral of the story is, sometimes in life, for your own peace of mind, for your own well-being, for your own self-preservation, it is better to mind your own business, and it is better to stay out of things that do not really directly concern you. Today, unfortunately, we live in an upside-down world. The one who is right is considered wrong, and the one who is wrong is considered right. And we see it every single day. If you try to do right, you are made out to be the wrong one. And if you do wrong, you are afforded the opportunity to do further wrong. And just the other day, earlier this week, I saw a blatant example of that concept. Driving along the road, there are two lanes leading up to a traffic light. One lane on the right, clearly designated for those cars or those vehicles which are turning right. The lane on the left, clearly designated for those vehicles that are turning left. But again, many individuals went into the left lane simply to get to the top of the lane and then cut in on the right in front of the whole line, went about their business. So it so happened that one person did the exact same thing, went up the left lane and cut in front of the vehicle before me. The person in front of me, he did not want to allow the person to cut in, because of course in his mind, that person is doing the wrong thing. Instead of trying to cut the line, you should have entered the line towards the back like everyone else. The other person, who of course was doing the wrong thing, put his window down and hurled all sorts of obscenities towards that individual. So again, we are living in an upside down world. If you do wrong, you are considered to be right. You are allowed and afforded the opportunity to continue doing further wrong. And if you are right, unfortunately, you are considered to be the wrong one. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, mentions that part of the perfection of a person's spiritual levels is that he should leave alone that which that which does not concern him. And that is a very, very important lesson as we continue to go through the journey of our lives. If you are able to, focus on your own personality, focus on becoming a better person. If you're able to mind your own business and keep your nose out of other person's businesses, so to say, you become respected. And anyone who's capable of minding his own business is undoubtedly highly regarded. And that person commands a lot of respect in the eyes of the public. Also, you become more productive when you mind your own business. When you focus on your goals, your own challenges, you become much more productive and you're able to save much more time, as opposed to if you spend a lot of time, bothering about other people's issues. And thirdly, if you're able to mind your own business, and this is the most important point, you're able to experience peace and happiness, peace of mind. And with that peace of mind, you're able to see clearly, and you are able to, continue to move forward in a positive way with your life. And also, if you are able to mind your own business, so to say, that in itself wades away the enemies. When you focus on your own life activities, your enemies will never mock at you. All the evil plans would not materialize, because now you have become much more focused on achieving what you want to achieve. So as we go through the journey of your life, remember that Allah is the one who is in control. If we can place all of our decisions, all of our affairs, we hand it over to Him, and we put Him first, everything in life seems to fall in place. May Allah continue to bless us. May Allah continue to guide us. And above all, may Allah continue to keep us safe And may we be blessed with the good things of this life as well as in the life of the hereafter.
حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله وجب लाले हबशी है सरवरदी का प्यारा है वो जब लाले हबशी है सरवरदी का प्यारा है दुनिया के हर आशिक की आंखों का वो तारा है वो जब लाले हबशी है सरवरदी का प्यारा है दुनिया के हर आशिक की आंखों का वो तारा है जुल्म हुए कितने उस पर सीने पर रखा पाते लब पर फिर भी जारी था ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह हस्बी रब्बी जल्ला मा फी क़ल्बी ग़ैरुल्लाह नूर मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह हस्बी रब्बी जल्ला मा फी क़ल्बी ग़ैरुल्लाह नूर मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह अपनी बहन से बोले अमर ये तब बता क्या करती थी अपनी बहन से बोले अमर ये तब बता क्या करती थी मेरे आने से पहले क्या चुपके पढ़ती थी अपनी बहन से बोला ये तो पता क्या करते थे मेरे आने से पहले क्या चुपके पढ़ती थी बहनन जब कुरान पढ़ा सुन के कलाम पाक खुदा दिल उमर का बोल उठा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह हस्बी रब्बी जल्ला मा फी क़ल्बी ग़ैरुल्लाह नूर मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह
As we're coming to the end of the program for this morning, I want to take the opportunity to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning has been brought to you through the kind courtesies of the Price Club Supermarket, located at Ramsaran Street in Chagonas. Contact number 671-7777. Point Fortune Hardware Limited Wholesale Division, located at Frederick Settlement in Karani. Contact number 662-1233-678-0857. And Adams Project Management and Construction Limited, located at number 66 Omera Industrial Estate out there in Arima. Contact number 645-8326-6639-144. The Original Barbecue Hut Limited, located at number 85 to 89 Sipera Road, Victoria Village out there in San Fernando. Contact number 657-9429. And Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Canopia. I want to take the opportunity as well to extend a special invitation going out to you and yours. The Islamic Home for Children in Gasparillo, in collaboration with the ROU, in collaboration with the Marabella Mosque and also the Beidou Street Mosque in Gasparillo, invites you and yours to an Independence Day campfire. This, of course, is taking place on Thursday, the 31st of August 2023, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. The venue, Rahman Drive in Bonaventure, Road in Gasparillo. And of course, there will be barbecue, there will be games, there will be events for the kids, and much, much more. So this is an open invitation going out to you and yours. For more information, you can contact the office of the Islamic Home for Children at 650-0773. I also want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special salam and greetings of peace going out to you, our listeners and viewers who joined us on the program this morning, to everyone who messaged on the program, locally, internationally, with the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Of course, it was a pleasure being in your company over the past hour or so. Do catch me next week, Friday from 5 a.m. as we bring to you another segment of Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment. I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Safraz Ghani, signing off for this morning. Until next week, Friday, please do have an extremely blessed day. Stay safe and stay in the mercy of Almighty Allah. Much love, and may the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Up next, news at 6, followed by Prabhat. By all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM for more inspirational and motivational programming throughout the course of the day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسوله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره من الله والبأس بعد الموت لا إله إلا الله آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسوله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره من الله والبأس بعد الموت لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله. يا الله كان خاتم بخطا هاخذ الترشح